everybody, it is time for our evening reflection or our evening meditation or positive thought. And tonight's is a simple one, or at least simple on the surface. And the thought we're going to be focusing on tonight is, I am capable of change. And if we think about it, all of us are capable of change. We make changes and decisions almost daily. But sometimes it feels like change can be daunting, especially when the changes we're aspiring to put into effect are big or large or different than what we're used to. And change can be difficult and change can be scary, but change can also be completely life-altering in a positive way. And I think if we ask ourselves, are there areas of my life that I would like to change in some way or enhance in some way? I think for the vast majority of us, the answer would be yes. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we're unhappy with our life, but it just means that there's always room for improvement. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight, is the idea of change and how to approach change effectively and how to approach change so that we can get the most out of our life. So let's go ahead and get started in either a comfortable seated position or laying down, whatever's most comfortable for you. And we'll begin by just settling in with our breath this evening. So closing our eyes, checking in with the breath. Sometimes at the end of the day, we realize that we haven't really been breathing deeply. We haven't been utilizing the breath to the best of our ability. Sometimes we feel like the breath is really shallow, catching in the throat or the chest. Sometimes we feel like the breath is strained. Maybe we're feeling stressed or tired. Let's go ahead and see if we can address that by deepening the breath, lengthening the inhales, and lengthening the exhales. And sometimes at the end of the day, our mind begins to just wander off. If our mind is wandering and we find it difficult to settle, let's go ahead and just say to ourselves with the breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as you continue saying those words to yourself, inhale and exhale, you'll find that you become more in tune with your body and you're more able to block out everything else around you and focus on what's going on internally. Let's see if we can sit a little bit taller, lengthening through our spine. Maybe even deepening the breath a bit more, filling the body with peace and a positive energy. And exhaling, feeling a heaviness flood the mind and body as relaxation slowly begins to take over. Letting go of all of the events of the day, turning our attention to the present moment, feeling calm, feeling centered, and finally beginning to settle in to relaxation. Go ahead and take our hands to our heart and take in one more deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. And let's relax our hands back down. Now as we focus on this meditation, I am capable of change. Let's not try and force items into our mind. Let's not try and ask ourselves right now, what are changes I need to make? Let's just allow those things to come to us through our meditation, or maybe even after our meditation, maybe even into next week. So we're just going to allow the thought process to simply flow through us, making space for any changes that arise. So let's begin by saying to ourselves, I am capable of change. Continuing to focus on that slow pace of breath, let's remind ourselves, change can be scary. Change can be challenging, and change can be unsettling, but change can also be liberating. When I feel stuck, weighed down, or dissatisfied in any area of my life, I know that I have the power and ability to make any necessary changes. I owe it to myself to make changes that will enhance my quality of life. Making changes and committing to change is not easy, but I know that I am worth it. If big changes are needed or change seems daunting, overwhelming, and scary, I break my goals into smaller pieces, giving myself strategies for success. As I make positive changes in my life, I find myself feeling better, lighter, and more like myself. I celebrate small improvements on my way to great change. I know I am deserving of a life that is vibrant, fulfilling, and full of love. I am deserving of healthy habits, positive relationships, and time spent doing things I love. I constantly strive to be the person I was born to be and to live the life I am destined to lead. Change can be painful, but nothing is more painful than feeling stuck or living a life that has me feeling like I don't quite fit. Gentle, slow, moderate change paves the way for life-altering opportunities. I will live the life I desire. I will be the person I want to be. I am capable of change. Let's go ahead and take our hands back to our heart. See if you can find the heartbeat once more. And let's just focus on that simple thought. I am capable of change. And without forcing any ideas into existence, let's just remind ourselves that whatever changes need to be made at whatever point during our life, we are capable of addressing them, and we are worthy of a life well lived. Let's take in 2 more deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And relaxing our hands back down, let us once more remind ourselves, I am capable of change. Wishing you all a beautiful night. Love you all.